Hello everyone, this is Ashley from Ashbea Music. Today, we're going to talk about simple time, compound time, and converting between these two different types of time signature. Before we go any further though, let's review these time signatures and what the numbers mean. The top number of a time signature is how many beats there are in a bar. This is the number you count to when you count the pulse of a piece of music. The bottom number of the time signature is what type of note equals one of your numbered beats. However, we can't use just any number for the bottom number, we have to use specific numbers. And to find out what numbers we can use, we're going to talk about the names of the note types. In the UK, we call music notes by certain names: minims, crotchets, quavers, semiquavers, but each of these notes has another name, which America and a lot of other places in the world use instead. These other names are useful to know how to think of the bottom number of a time signature. For example, a semibreve can also be known as a whole note. It lasts for a whole bar of 4/4 time. In other words, one semibreve equals one bar of 4/4. So, for semibreve beats, the bottom number of your time signature would be 1. A minim can also be known as a half note. It lasts for half a bar of 4/4 time. So 2 minims equals 1 bar of 4/4 time. So if your beat is a minim, the bottom number of your time signature has to be 2. A crotchet is also called a quarter note. A crotchet is worth a quarter of a bar of 4/4 time. So 4 crotchets equals 1 bar of 4/4. So for crotchet beats, the bottom number will be a 4. Quavers are also called eighth notes, because there are 8 quavers in 1 bar of 4/4. So for quaver beats, the bottom number of your time signature will be 8. Semiquavers are also called 16th notes. There are 16 semiquavers in 1 bar of 4/4. So for semiquaver beats, the bottom number will be 16. Now that we know these note names, you can see that the bottom number of a time signature is quite similar to the bottom number of a fraction. For example, if we take the fractions of a half and a quarter and we take the top number away, the number that is left is the number of the note type that equals 1 beat of your time signature. So, for a minim or half note, use the fraction of a half and take away the top number. The number you're left with will be the bottom number of your time signature. Now, let's look at converting from simple time into compound time. Simple time signatures are time signatures such as 2/2, 3/8, or 4/4. Each of these simple time signatures has a compound time version. For example, 2/4 converts into 6/8. But how do we get 6/8? Where do those numbers come from? Well, 2/4 is 2 crotchet or quarter note beats in a bar. 6/8, however, is 2 dotted crotchet or dotted quarter note beats in a bar. A crotchet is worth 2 quavers, but a dotted crotchet is worth 3 quavers. And since we have 2 dotted crotchets in each bar in the time signature of 6/8, and each of these dotted crotchets equals 3 quavers, we would therefore have 6 quavers in the bar in total, because 2 times 3 equals 6. And this is where the 6/8 numbers come from in that time signature. Simple time signatures divide their main beats into 2 parts. So for the time signature of 2/4, 1, 2, 1, 2 divides into 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Compound time signatures divide their beats into 3 parts instead. Each one of these parts gets its own number. So for the time signature of 6/8, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To convert between simple and compound time signatures, the top number of the time signature multiplies by 3 and the bottom number multiplies by 2. For example, 2/4 becomes 6/8 because 2 times 3 equals 6 and 4 times 2 equals 8. Here are some questions to test yourself. For the simple time signature of 2/2, what would the bottom number of its compound time version be? The answer is 4 because 2 times 2 equals 4. For the simple time signature of 3/4, what would the top number of its compound time equivalent be? The answer is 9, because 3 times 3 equals 9. For the simple time signature of 4/8, what would its compound time version be? Give both numbers. The answer is 12/16, because 4 times 3 is 12, and 8 times 2 is 16. So in this case we would have 12 semiquaver beats in each bar. By the way, this also works in reverse, to convert between compound and simple time signatures. In this case, the top number divides by 3 and the bottom number divides by 2. Now that we've looked at time signatures, how do we convert the notes in each bar? Going from simple time to compound time, any groups of 2 will become duplets, any triplets will become normal groups of 3, and any notes that do not join together, such as minims or crotchets, become dotted notes. This also works in reverse if you want to convert between compound time and simple time. It's important to realize that in both types of time signature, the types of notes we're using, crotchets, quavers, etc., do not change. Here is a full bar of music in both simple and compound time. Notice how the music still looks the same, because it has the same note types. All we do when converting between simple and compound time is add or take away dots, triplet signs, or duplet signs. Because the music still looks the same, the sound of the rhythm does not change. Both of these musical examples will sound exactly the same. The only thing that changes is how you count the pulse, because the time signature has changed, but the rhythm and notes have not. Thanks for watching this tutorial. We hope it has been helpful to you. Like and subscribe to our channel for more music theory videos, and share this video with some friends who you think might like this video on time signatures. Comment below if you have any ideas for future music theory videos that you'd like to see. And if you'd like music theory lessons, please do get in touch with us at our website. The link is in the description below. Once again, this is Ashley from Ashbea Music. I'll see you again in our next music theory video. All the best with your music theory studies.